Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of Danny and Mike, wherein the fellas discuss a road rage reversal, reeking of pizza, and the street sweeper takedown. Now play the music, Reeky.
Are you tired? Do you always feel like you never have the time to get things done? Do you like plants? Well, have I got a deal for you? I'm offering a special low price on a whole bunch of fake plastic trees. No, not the Radiohead song, actual fake plastic trees. Order now, 1-800-FAKE-PLASTIC. Leave off the last C for savings.
You're up.
When you're in the need of coffee, but you can't get that coffee fixed right away, I recommend cocaine. From the southern parts of America and South America, I mean, you get this beautiful high and get all your work done in a matter of minutes. That is cocaine, not to be confused with regular cocaine from any parts of South America. This is a product sort of like 5-Hour Energy.
You ready for me?
I'm ready.
Okay. Buzzing in your speaker? Woofing in your tweeter? You need Tamborelli's speaker softener. Comes in a handy-dandy suppository.
Hey.
Tamborelli speaker softener. Handed down from the family of Tamborelli, who knows speakers. From father to son, if you need a softer speaker, Tamborelli is your squeaker.
My name is Danny, and I like my speakers soft.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I've never heard
Worse.
I've never heard worse commercials.
And I'm from New Jersey.
From both of you.
And I'm
No,
from New
it's not good.
Jersey.
From both of you. So I'm really disappointed. I
Well-
don't think I need to do a second one because I'm not taking the SATs twice and combining scores. I'm just going with the one I did.
Yeah.
Is that how it works these days?
Yeah, I think so.
We could do this, though. Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Hello, the C is for
Commercials. Duh.
Controlling.
Commercials.
cromulent.
And to his right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
What were you going to say instead of Danny?
Crumbarelli.
Didn't
Crumbarelli.
seem right. Hello,
Crumbarelli.
folks. Hello.
And I am Jeremy. How's life, everybody? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for your support,
We are glad to be back in the Seltzer King studios.
Leave off the last T for
Tamborelli.
There you go. There you go. We tried our best to entertain you up the head of the podcast and do some commercials, but unfortunately, Danny ruined everything.
I didn't ruin anything. I just wanted to.
I believe it was negative Nelly Tamborelli that
Nelly Tamborelli
that made
is-
things go all dead and smelly inside because the fish rots from the head, and we do know whose name is at the top of the podcast.
Wow. Wow.
Danny.
Oh, you talk about the Adventures?
Well, there's a band
Yeah,
called The, so maybe,
Right.
we can just blame it on them.
Right,
What
right.
about do you think the Guess Who and the Who ever played together?
No. Who? Guess who? Tour 1971.
I would have at least released singles
Or The Who, Guess Who?
back to back. No, I mean the tour would have been genius, but it would have been called the Question Answered Tour.
Was the Guess Who a different band entirely? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, you
they
never
were a
heard of
Canadian
American
band.
Woman,
Oh,
American
really?
Guess,
American
the
Woman,
Guess Who,
That's
the Guess
the Guess Who?
American
had a bunch
Woman.
of good hits, and then
Like everything
BTO
Canadian.
is the main guy.
Eclipsed.
Bachman.
Oh,
Not Tal Bachman's father was.
Overdrive. He was in Bachman Turner?
Yeah.
He took it to Overdrive?
Yeah,
He did.
It's so sad, it's like
Taking care of business,
well, just
or
like it's just like can't
these
like
eyes have seen a lot of love, but I'm never gonna see another woman like I had with you.
it's so it's so sad. Like Taylor Swift was a millionaire already, and then she started singing like this heir to the Bachman's pretzel fortune decided to go into music and just absolutely set it on fire. The first draft of These Eyes was Salt. It was about salt.
Yeah. Or Oh, speaking of salt, Daniel, you want
Like stick salt in your eyes, like
never
working at the pretzel factory so long with salt.
these pretzels,
Yeah.
these pretzels have seen a lot of salt, and I don't think they
Got a lot of options, and I
That's
don't
a great
wanna tax them
segue.
too much.
because me and my girlfriend made homemade pretzels, whole wheat pretzels, and it doesn't turn out well when you use whole wheat flour. Just for the listener, German.
It doesn't.
You
It
wanna
comes-
hybridize it a little bit?
becomes,
I think I have
for
to.
the listener, if you check your stool to see if you're, how you're doing, your regularities, color, the
And now
color
it's-
of a
I'd like to play
of a
my, and
wheat-
now it's time to play a segment we call No. This is my.
No.
It's a segment
this is
we
a
call
perfect.
No.
This is a perfect way to describe the color of these pretzels. If you've eaten too much fat in your or oil in your diet, your poo's a little tan.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You have that book?
It's a real thing.
What your poo
Is
is
it-
trying to tell you?
Is that a book
It's
or
a
what?
real thing. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. It's good to know what your poo is because
Okay.
it helps you know what your inside's doing, man.
Okay. I need to.
It's not a joke. I wasn't trying to get
That's
I
amazing.
wasn't trying to get Mike to be like, let's move on, man. Like,
This
no, looking at your poop is real, man.
This lady
You
was
should
doing her-
definitely do that.
this lady was doing her makeup on the G train today. Very, very adeptly on a moving train,
Mm.
and at one point pulled open like a very sort of James Bond little palette of makeup, and it had like all these shades on it. And she was holding it up and looking in the mirror at the same time, and I was like, "This applied to what we're talking about."
Oh, yeah, she's just checking the colors.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, this basically we made these pretzels and they didn't turn out well. They're very thin and they look like cat poop. Danny thought they looked like cat poop.
Oh,
so
dude, I couldn't
to be
stop.
funny-
I could
I'm
not
sorry,
stop
A
laughing.
guy who doesn't have a cat.
I've had cats in my life.
I've
thank
had
you.
cats.
I don't think it's correct.
I
to-
gave Will McRobb his cat. Thank
Whitey?
you very much. Yeah, Whitey came from me.
Whitey came from me. This doesn't this sound like a good play? Whitey came from me, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You never did. I loved
kill
him.
for you.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah.
kill for you.
Willie McSee.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway,
No.
point being is that Danny thought it was the pretzels that we made were hilarious looking, and so he decided to take one and put it outside the door for when Michael C. Popped into the Seltzer King Studios, and there was zero response. It all
Zero
backfired in his
response.
face.
Not a lick of it. But that won't deter me from putting that same log on the middle of the street and just sitting on the stoop and just
It's a
seeing
prank. It's a
people's
prank
reaction.
video. It's a prank.
great.
It's a
Yeah.
prank video.
I bet I could hide. I have a little mini camera. I
You
bet
just
I could
need to
hide
get, like, a little
mini camera
spray,
inside
right?
of it.
Just like a little like brumaceta on that, just to
Glisten-
moisten it up.
glisten
Yeah,
it.
glisten it up.
A little, yeah.
Boy, that shit would be hilarious.
Yes,
I
sir.
would even take one and just be like, I would put one piece on top
This
and
is-
then go up and eat it. in
This is
front of
what Danny is wasting your Patreon money on people. Avion water in a spray in a spray can to decorate what he
people.
thinks
Brumaceta, yes.
to decorate a snack that
that
was-
resembles cat poop.
I can't even finish the sentence.
Yeah.
So thank
It's
you.
okay. Hey, guys,
That's what you're here for.
ain't nothing wrong with a little poop joke.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if it ain't nothing but a poop joke, baby.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, so the poop joke didn't work.
Nope.
And we've moved on from it, but it is still in the sidewalk in front of my house.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Don't
in
quit.
theory-
I tried to make it look more realistic by like
You know
putting
what?
like a.
I heard a kid.
a
I
leaf
heard
in
a
it.
kid yell "ew."
Did you?
Yeah, I heard a kid.
when you're coming in.
Ew. No, later on while we were casting.
Yes. Well,
Ew.
I just want to bring happiness to everybody, and sometimes that happiness is in the
just
form of a
wanna
poop
bring-
joke.
Unless it's a poop joke about the poop book, and then you're not for it. That's
Yeah.
that's your only non-poop
I mean,
poop
it's
joke
not a
that you
poop
have.
joke. Yeah, it's not. That wasn't a poop joke.
That's
check
really
your,
just yeah.
check
That's really
your
just
poop,
matter
people.
of
Check your stool.
yeah. It's just matter of fact.
See what you got
We've-
going on down
yeah,
there.
we've gone
Check
on
your
the
balls as well. Check your boobs.
We've checked the Bristol scale before. We've talked about the Bristol
Yeah.
scale, but that's really just about the appearance of the poo. Dan, I think, is going a bit more. He's diving beneath the surface.
Let's not
of the
let's not
sludge-
use that.
of the sludge.
I don't want to be diving into anything related to.
Dan's taking a deep dive, and what an incredible new smell you've discovered.
Here's the first natural pause of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. That natural pause was brought to you by.
Danny's poop.
His speaker softener.
There you go.
I don't understand what that even means. Speaker
Don't
softener
even
does
fucking
not
worry
exist.
about it. You're gonna buy it because I'm a good
Not
salesman.
gonna buy it.
You are.
Never gonna buy anything.
Okay.
Speaker softener.
Okay.
While I was on tour this week, on Saturday we played in Norfolk, and I met Todd Webb for
Dude.
the
Oh,
first
very
time,
nice.
and hung out with him.
The
And his band
cartoonist-
played, the cartoonist Todd Webb.
the Danny and Mike official cartoonist Todd
the
Webb.
Danny and Mike official cartoonist
I think
Todd
he was
Webb.
I think he was our first sponsor.
Friend.
Friend.
He was
Sorry.
my-
So let me finish
He
your
was
sentence
definitely
for
my
you.
first friend. But he put a show together for Jounce, and while we were playing on stage, I kept smelling like burning electronics, and like I was like, something is burning up, and like
It was
the club
Todd.
started to smell.
It was
like,
Todd.
It was the whole thing, and I couldn't figure it out if it was the lights or something else. And then we got all the gear back in the car, and it still kind of smelled a little bit. And then I brought my amp back up to my apartment, and then my apartment started to smell a little bit.
It still smelled.
My bass head is in the shop currently, and so I took my little combo out because it has a DI, which means that you can bump it through the sound system, and
Sure.
you don't really need
Digital
a lot of
intermediate. What
You
is
don't
DI?
need
What is DI?
Interface.
direct
In or
out.
No. I don't believe that's it. First fact check of the episode.
Yeah, let's go back to the poop.
It's just a direct inbox, is what it is.
I think it's
a
direct
DI.
inputters.
Yeah,
So what? That's like a box with phone plugs on it.
yeah. It just has an in and out that goes to the speaker and into the soundboard.
And so what? That stayed hot, stayed switched on. What happened?
Direct input.
Yeah.
That's the fact check. DI.
Yeah, I've never. You know what? I never even wanted.
You
to know
wasted
what
it on
was. I
two
just knew it was
fucking letters,
direct.
Henry.
It's okay, Henry. But yeah, so I used that, and I think it's not busted. It still works, but like I think the fan blew out or something. Couldn't
Yes.
handle all the rock and roll, which would mean why I'm saying this is that I wouldn't need a speaker softener. I would need a
hardener.
hardener.
You just have to
Speaker
record.
hardener.
You just have to record in New Mexico. The naturally hard water out there will do your speaker wonders.
That's good.
What's the most ridiculous thing you heard today so far?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, today I've been alone with my thoughts, so everything.
But you were reading the news and stuff like that, Jeremy. You were.
One of the things that we looked up was people getting injured while doing bad things. One was people were stealing a UPS package, and so some of
Oh yeah, that woman breaking her leg
Oh,
was
that's
wonderful.
great.
Oh, it
Great.
was wonderful.
crushed that ankle.
Good for
yeah.
you.
And then Danny. So that.
Oh
was,
yeah, that yeah.
I think she said "ow" or something. That would be.
So
it.
that's like a video you watch. But that's the most ridiculous thing you heard today?
I guess I didn't do a whole lot today.
You guys are really
We just-
achieving
I mean,
it
this
up.
is you're throwing random questions on the spot to us. We haven't even hung out all day today.
But that's all right. I mean, I would say that would be. It's a video, but that's all I got.
And I
have
watched
been
a guy
outside,
get hit with a brick.
What?
I watched a guy get hit with a brick who was trying
Oh, right.
to. This started because it was like someone like burglarizing or vandalizing or doing something.
Right.
And the one kid throws a brick at the window, and then the guy behind him goes to throw a brick as the other guy's running away and hits him square in the face and like knocks him
he
out
turns around
Dunzo.
into
He
it.
just like he just like stiffens up and falls down.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was,
just real, like point blank range, like
Right.
serious.
Right.
This is something that's along the lines of both of these things that you described, but it happened to somebody you know.
You got a brick in the face?
My newest work injury.
Oh shit! I saw you tweet about this. I wanted to talk about this.
You did?
What's going on?
I was working yesterday in East New York, and it was a fairly sizable run. I had already been working for like close to 4 hours, getting stuff just right, and a street sweeper came by and picked up my cable and kept driving, and just like he yanked the intersection real hard, went right through there.
So the cables are for those who don't, I guess, know the film TV industry. They lay cables from a generator clear to where they're shooting so that they have power, right?
Mine are from some truck to some other truck. In this case, it was going to the wardrobe truck,
Gotcha.
which was like ass o'clock down there. Like
Gotcha.
I just did like a couple 100 feet to get there. Not a problem. That's my job.
So the sweeper came through and just snagged the wires.
Liberty Avenue is a rough avenue out in East New York as far as everything. There's a school bus depot right there, and we had all our big ass trucks right there, and there's a construction yard right there. So people are pissed off trying
So
to
it
get
was
to
bad
work.
on the location manager for picking such a crappy place.
It's like the city permit, the location. Location people are stretched in general these days. It's busy all over.
Yep.
But it was a bad spot. So this street sweeper blew the intersection. There's a stop sign at one end, but he was going so fast. I don't believe that he built up that speed in the short time he had after the stop sign. So I figure like he had the speed coming into the intersection and saw that Liberty Avenue was clear and just decided to blow the stop sign because he came across the intersection really fast. And I saw him go across the intersection. And he picked up my orange cable and kept going with the thing and pulled 150 feet of cable. I was right next to the generator when he pulled it. So
Is that like a block's worth?
not even. I mean, this was not a typical block, but that was just 3 pieces of cable up to the orange. So the orange, he grabbed it right in the middle of the orange, so 175 feet. And he keeps going down this alley, which at that point is Snedeker or Van Sinderen or something right behind the yards is like a total like alley over a train yard.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there on both sides. And he just steams. He pulls this cable. It snaps off the generator after being pulled taut, and it knocks me to the ground.
Wow.
It just like whips the bare ends whip off the generator after they break and just knocks me to the ground. And I had been standing right there because I was working with the Teamsters before this trailer was about to move, and if I had been squatting down for any reason, I probably would have been I probably would have been dead,
Oh my God.
or at least damaged a lot worse.
That's not. That shit. And he didn't stop or anything. Just kept going.
I don't know. I didn't see the guy. I went and took some leave.
Yeah.
Took some leave and then took a leave.
And then I left for the rest of the day.
Did you put it on the PR?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
By that you
Gotta
mean
do
Puerto
that.
Rico, right?
Yes. The old production report.
For the listener, don't waste a fact check. He means the production report.
The other, I remember somebody, I think on our job, had cables out all night somewhere in the city or somewhere.
Oh, they get stolen.
Oh yeah, there's copper in there. They sold them and stripped them. Got some copper money.
What's crazy is how much business there is, show business there is in Greenpoint, and how many scrap yards there are in Greenpoint. And I wonder how much cable just goes straight there. I haven't seen it.
Right. Valid.
Copper caper.
You work over there all the time. There's a new adventure for
the
us.
copper caper. We played a show once in Worcester, and in Worcester, Mass, at this place called the Lucky Dog Music Hall, which is made famous because the Rolling Stones played there in the late 70s.
When
they were like, when people didn't give a shit about the Stones, they're like, what the hell is this emotional rescue disco crap? We like the rock and roll of the Stones, not this disco era, whatever. And so we played there once before and it was cool. And then we went back in the summertime and there was like a heat wave in Worcester. And like,
talk about a heat wave.
People were freaking out because it was like 90 degrees and they don't have AC. And they're
Right.
like, what the fuck's going on? And we get in there and there's like this big, massive fucking fan. And we're like, what the hell's going on?
What was his name?
No, like a big, like a twirling fan, like a big exhaust fan. That was like a movable exhaust fan that they had like blowing through the whole place.
Did he pay to get in or to?
So keep going with that joke. I get it. And the guy's like, the owner's like, sorry, man, like we don't have AC.
But I'm a big fan.
Jesus fucking Christ. They stripped someone had come in and like gotten on the roof and like gone into
the compressor.
No, they like took all of the outside like metal that was like hanging. It's like Worcester is so fucking
hard up.
That's so hard up that they like would go on buildings and pull all the metal, like everything off the building, so they had no like HVAC or like AC or unit or anything like that. It was just
we go in a bucket. Yeah, say Sully. We making a bucket. They say make up there. We making a bucket. We making a bucket.
In that same like enclosed space that's like in the bar, it's like a little courtyard that goes up, which is where all the shit was stolen from.
Courtyard by Marriott.
There was a big sign that just, it was like graffiti that said, "Hey, don't smoke crack here."
Wow.
Like,
That's something you shouldn't have to put a sign up about.
no, you probably shouldn't. And if you do, then you know.
Yeah.
I took a photo in East New York that I'm sending to you two right now.
So we can show the listeners because you're
No,
speaking about it?
you may or may not want to show the listeners, but I just sent it to you two so you can see what the
Beautiful.
photo is that I saw written out in public. Maybe you want to zoom into the writing.
All right. So for the listener, I'm opening up a text.
You could censor it.
Oh gosh.
Looks like it's a shadow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't say that on the air.
Good. That's good. That's good. But it has a description. It has, you know what it has?
Oh,
it has like a promise and then a phone number.
Right.
So it's got two parts.
Right. It's good Valentine's Day fodder.
That's a good point. You know
Yeah.
what? It's good. Maybe we should put it out for Valentine's Day. Maybe
has
Jeremy could
for the
change it.
listener.
I mean, it is a number on there.
Should
If
we-
anybody
change-
wants to go crazy.
Well, we'll change the number and we'll you know what?
It's a Brooklyn area code and a couple numbers.
Yeah.
You guys are halfway, a third of the way there.
It's true. How do I meet this person?
So, gentlemen, I guess we could talk about this. It is Valentine's Day today. Happy Valentine's Day, gentlemen.
What, my throbbing
thank you.
leg?
Yeah. What did you guys have? Any big plans for Danny, for the fiance, for big time? You don't like it, right? Because it's a
I don't
Hallmark
fuck around
holiday.
with- No, I don't. I hate
Really?
Valentine's Day. It's a stupid fucking holiday. It's bullshit.
Do you feel that same way,
So
Mike?
what I do is I cook.
That's great.
So- and
But
that's
you always
what
do
I-
that.
Right, that's what I mean. But I'll go a little above and beyond tonight.
He goes on a meth binge until
Do not do meth
Easter.
there.
Until Easter,
No.
he cooks up a
No.
big batch.
No.
And goes on meth binge till Easter and makes a mockery of Lent
So the
every single fucking year.
And then Easter
I have
morning,
to
we
be
have
good
to go
about
to
it
his
this
apartment.
year because last two I haven't been. We've been dating for 3 years and I've only been around for one.
Oh shit!
The first Valentine's Day was you, me, and Kate,
Yep,
Jeremy.
just us three having a beautiful dinner in
Would you
Venice,
guys have-
California.
would you guys
in
have
Venice,
sushi?
California.
Thai food.
Thai food.
Why?
It's just the way it happened.
Yeah,
Just the way it happened.
Not what I
Look,
wanted, boss.
Look,
Yeah.
well, we'd only been dating for 4 months, so it wasn't a.
and it was strong enough at that point that we could send her a picture of Danny and I on a step.
I
filled with
remember
heart
the making you jealous
paintings and
photos.
then me
I
in
remember
his
those.
arms,
Right.
like a
I
baby,
took a few-
swaddling me.
I took
Right.
I took one or two of those photos, didn't?
yeah, maybe.
No,
I don't know if that was. A
I took
Danny-
some other make you jealous photos
Yeah.
for Caitlin.
Always make you jealous photos for Caitlin. No, but I've been gone the last couple.
I remember that. I remember that exact Valentine's Day
Dinner.
This, I
Yeah,
was
because
just,
first
what-
we went to that.
what
First we
sushi
went to
rolls-
a bar
what sushi
somewhere
rolls did you
close to
have?
the beach,
no Thai food.
and it just became
I
like
know
it was
what
too
we had
hard to
that
do
night.
anything.
I know what we ate.
Yeah,
Okay, and then what about the other one?
it doesn't. It's not.
You were
important.
touring
This is-
probably or something. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, did you build the boxes when you were in school? Did they do that in your Brooklyn and Jersey schools? You build a box, trade cards, Valentine's cards.
Probably
Valentine's
there was
Day
a mailbox.
cards,
I
for
think.
sure?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
I remember making one a lot of aluminum foil. Made a robot head, and you just put the things in the head. Wasn't horribly creative, but I liked it.
What was weird was that the body of the giant robot was in the classroom below, and the legs the classroom below.
Right, basement.
And if
Shovel
you
coal.
and if you guys had actually deposited enough love into this robot, it would have brought it to life and joined its brethren out in space, tearing your small Ohio school apart in the process. Unfortunately,
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's okay.
that's how Valentine's Day ends, with a roar of jet engines and a burst of mech.
Oh, or you can get into fights and
Oh yeah.
get into arguments and punch steering wheels and
Right.
may or may not have
Yeah.
messed my hand up.
Punching a steering wheel
Yeah, punching the steering wheel of the old Explorer.
like a jerk off.
It wasn't my fault.
Not the Explorer.
Not the blazer.
Not
Not
wasn't
the
not the blazer.
Yeah, very funny.
Not one that you wear like
very
No,
funny,
no, no. This
guys.
is he explores in this.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to have Danny and Mike adventure. No, we didn't.
Boy.
No,
No.
you had the car by then.
Yeah.
I just lied to the audience right now. Also, Danny has 3 shoulders.
No.
Mike has 17 elbows.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what my plans are. I have a girlfriend. This is the first time I've had a girlfriend and on a Valentine's Day.
And had a calendar
great.
at the same time.
Right.
Jeremy, we also once had a Valentine's Day together where we swiped on Tinder at a bar,
Oh,
a
yeah.
sausage bar in Brooklyn, which might have been one of the saddest
That's
things
sad.
that's ever happened to me in my whole life.
What sausage
Whoa.
bar? Der
Take
Kommissar?
offense to that.
Did you swipe at Der Kommissar?
Jake's handcrafted is what it's called
That's
now.
it's
But
gross.
then
It's
it
gross,
was-
dude.
Back then, it might have been still Der Kommissar.
Right.
Oh, it's the one
But
over.
yeah.
It's the local.
yeah.
The local sausage
us,
place.
Us single guys, we'll sit down at the sausage place, have a couple brats, and swipe on Tinder and drink our way. Our
it wasn't
sorrows.
lost on us that we were eating sausages on Valentine's Day. Let me tell you that right now.
Were there any other women in the bar?
No.
Not that I can recall.
So it was a meta sausage.
It was a
Bar?
meta.
It was a
It was
meta.
a meta sausage party.
It was a super sausage party. It's like Super Saiyan level 3.
Oh man, but that dude.
It all comes back to Goku. Try to escape, Danny.
No escape in sight. There's no escape in sight. Valentine's Day will always come. You always need to have a card, and you always have to do something.
Oh shit! I
Even
gotta
if-
do something soon.
Even
You
if they
have to do
said,
something, even they say don't do
Yeah.
anything.
which is what Marla said, and I'm
Well, that's
still doing-
code.
I'm
That's
still planning
code. That's
something.
code for don't fuck up. Make sure you do it.
Don't take any unnecessary risks getting
Yeah.
those flowers.
Nah. I'm not doing flowers. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm doing.
No, I don't wanna know. I don't wanna
do
know.
flowers
I don't
either.
wanna
Don't
know.
do
I
flowers.
don't wanna know. I don't
Flowers,
wanna
are,
know.
flowers are stupid too.
I don't want to. Flowers are not stupid. Some girls like flowers.
Yeah, I know. But I'm
For
saying
instance,
on
I
Valentine's
just gave
Day,
my neighbor flowers because she's a great person.
right? But
I-
are they cut flowers?
It was her birthday.
Yeah, I don't do cut flowers. I think that's kind of silly. It's a waste of money to. I mean, whatever. Cut flowers. I feel like if you're gonna get something in a plant.
we
they're
just
very
lost
nice.
FTD. Fuck.
And all the young lovers out there.
Fuck those dudes.
Fuck FTD.
FTD. Fuck those dudes.
Frank, Theodore, and David.
Yeah, we're really putting all our fucking eggs in the polar basket here. This is a cry for seltzer
Another
hell.
cry for
Seltzer hell.
please, Polar.
Seltzer in a bottle.
Don't make us go to the Seltzer Boys of Brooklyn because we will.
We might,
Seltzer in a bottle.
yeah.
I really want a sponsor.
A
If you
highlight.
pay me money.
A highlight of this little jounce run was that we went to a Whole Foods in Lowell, and I was able to purchase
Lol.
24 cans of Polar Seltzer for $10.
Wow.
So it fueled the rest of the week, which was great.
Unfortunately, while you guys were in the store, the lug nuts were stolen off your car in the parking lot. So when
No,
you drove
Lowell,
away,
dude,
the
we
fucking
played this cool place called Uncharted in Lowell, Mass, which is like an art gallery, and they make pizza, but I don't think they have good ventilation. So we walked in, and like the entire place just like reeked of pizza. Like
What
it
is
didn't,
whoa,
like,
whoa?
Not
you
like
don't,
it-
wait. You don't reek of pizza. You reek of other things. Like you reek of weed. You reek of whiskey. You reek of scotch. You don't reek of pizza. It just smells like pizza.
No, there's a difference between walking into a place that smells like
What? Like
they're
I
making
just went in the
pizza.
bathroom and the dude just had pizza. It reeks of pizza in there.
Oh my god,
What?
no.
Am I crazy on this, Jeremy? I think you're
No.
with me.
I don't know where to side on this.
I think you're
Love
with
you both
me.
equally.
Look,
I think
there's
you're
no.
with
I'm just saying that you can tell when you're in a pizza place and they're cooking pizza, right?
Is that the
baking-
verb? Yeah, I think it's
baking pizza.
I think it's baking pizza.
They cook it too.
I
You
think
can
they're
cook pizza.
they're plucking it from the oven,
Oh
which is
my
what a
God.
pizza comes from,
Okay.
Yeah.
as they pluck.
Yes. Pluck, pluck, pluck.
Mike is using his hands, and I don't think that's the
Mediterranean
protocol at all.
Mediterranean
Oh,
cultures.
So you
It
reeked of pizza.
Let him
no, I
finish.
didn't reek a pizza. Let me finish. Let me tell a fucking
I'm
story.
trying.
I know. I'm
So,
trying to.
you were-
Fucking
you were-
Michael Two Hands over here.
You were wearing your most
Fucking
absorbent black T-shirt. so
Christ.
it immediately began to suck in pizza smell.
It just stunk like pizza heavily. in
When
there.
you were done with the show,
more
what
than
did
more than a regular place would smell. Like, it was like you walked in and we were like, "Holy fuck!"
Do you
what did
remember
your
the-
T-shirt smell like when you were done with the show?
I don't know. It was cold enough that
Ooh.
Once I changed, I sweat through, and when I changed my shirt in the van outside, I left it on the windshield just to see if it would freeze. And when I came back out after we loaded out, it was frozen solid.
Sweatsicles.
So you kind of had you had a bagel bite. You had a little frozen pizza.
Oh yeah, then I folded it into fours, and I enjoyed every crinkle that I was like
flavor crinkle.
That reminds me of the if you go online and look for the perfect way to clean jeans without washing them.
Yeah, you freeze them.
Don't.
Yeah,
there's
I've
fabric
done that.
sheets and you freeze them, and that way.
I've frozen jeans.
You've
I
done
put
that?
jeans in my freezer
But
before.
what is
I had dry. I had a pair of nudie jeans.
What is that?
Like,
what does that mean?
Mabbies?
Nudie.
What does that mean?
NUDIE. They're just a type of jean.
That's a brand
It's a brand.
that you're protecting.
I'm not protecting it. I'm just telling you.
You
that.
are, because you put it in the freezer instead of washing it.
Yeah, because it told you to do that.
Yeah, it's like dryer sheets.
It was called dry
Trying to get
denim.
all
Like they
the
don't
air
want you
out.
to wash it.
Because you don't want the flavor to come out.
Or they'll just
I
look
don't know.
completely different.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It's just what it told me to do when I did it.
So you never have washed them still?
I've washed them maybe 6 times, and I
Yeah.
had them for 8 years.
Wow.
Whoa.
So maybe it works.
I mean, they don't stink. They really don't.
Acting like
Like,
your
look,
jeans don't stink.
Kate would for sure tell me if those are stinky
If
jeans.
your bottom stunk,
Yeah, she would totally tell me my bottoms.
your funky
stink.
bottoms.
Don't
Uncle Funky
Uncle funky
Bottoms.
bottoms.
No
guys,
more.
I had a road rage thing that happened, and it wasn't me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
the
Tables have
first
turned.
That's
first
a nice
night.
change. Yeah.
The first night of the run, we were driving up to New Haven, and we were on the Bronx River Parkway.
Did you go to Joe
And-
Pepe's? Pepe John's?
No, we didn't get to go to Pepe's. We went to a place called Marco Polo, which is right down the street, and that was pretty good too. But it was just
Okay.
regular slices.
Okay.
But yes, we do love New Haven pizza.
Mhm.
That is a brand we love. But we're on the Bronx River Parkway, and this fucking guy comes up on the passenger side of me, cuts me off, and then just slows down.
That's
And
the
then
worst.
speeds up and then slows down to almost a complete stop. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. At first, I gave him the finger. I was like, fuck, like, what the fuck?
He's not going to understand that.
No, he understood that very well. And he basically stopped the car in the center lane on the Bronx River Parkway and was taunting me with
Wait,
his hand to
nor-
like come on up
Northbound,
and like,
northbound or
yeah,
southbound?
northbound heading
Oh.
towards 95
Oh, man.
at like 5:00,
Holy
5:15.
Moses.
Like,
In
yeah.
So in traffic?
it wasn't super it wasn't at that point yet, but it was gonna get there, and people were driving by, and then he started going really slow, and I was like, "Calm down, this guy is totally crazy," because he was just goading me on. Like he would like drive fast and then slow down, like waiting for me to like get into another lane to pass him,
Mhm.
to the point where he got into the right lane and was going so slow that he was causing traffic, and I was going slow with him because I didn't want to pass him because I was like, This
He's
dude's
not going to
crazy.
win. Can't let him win.
No, it's not even about winning. Like
You don't want to be in a
I was
position where he could hit
worried
you.
that this guy was because like he was
Mentally
he
unstable.
wanted me to do something because he wanted to fuck with me.
If you keep him in front of you, then you have
Then
the power.
I have the power.
Thank you.
So I kept going slow and kept going slow, and I waited for him. He like passed the 95 exit, and then I like shot over real quick. And
Oh,
kept
great
going.
story. Great
Well,
story. He didn't insult you. He wasn't like questioning you. He was like, you were a shitty Solicitor General,
No,
and your concurrence was also shitty.
No, he did things like stuck his hand out and like gave me the
Out the
come
wi-
on, I
out
dare
the
you.
window?
Yeah,
He was
Like, I dare you,
outside of
like-
his car on the
yeah,
highway.
like come on out.
That's
He
nuts.
wasn't
I was
standing outside of his car.
No, he was inside the
he
car
put his hand outside.
with his hand out and his head out, being
driving
like, come on,
extremely
buddy.
slow.
Yeah, like I dare you to go. I dare you to go past me.
Oh.
So I didn't.
So what would have happened if you would have went past him?
I don't know. He could have done anything. He could have like he literally stopped
Dateline,
short.
Bronx River Parkway.
He stopped, yeah, I mean, like he could have had a gun. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck he had.
yeah.
He was just like, you can get into spats with people and driving, and like the windows up, and you're giving each other the finger, and like you sort of go back and
Oh.
forth, like that happens. But
Yeah.
like when a dude stopped, this actually happened on the way home from a rap party, a Pete and Pete like season 2 rap party. My dad was driving us back to Jersey from the on the FDR Drive, and someone did this. The only other time I can remember this happening was that a guy, maybe my dad was riding this guy's ass, or this guy was being a dick or whatever, but he stopped, dead stop in the middle of the FDR Drive, and like just it's like 1:30 in the morning or something like that.
Just
And
wanted an
my
autograph.
dad and we were all in the car together, and
really
like,
funny way to ask for an autograph.
Can you sign my
buddy.
VHS?
but
Yeah.
doing something like that is that's like a head flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like that goes from like being like fuck you in the car while you're driving and you're still there to like physically stopping on the highway and being like, come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's like
What?
Jeremy, what's
Not
a head
okay.
flip?
That reminds me, a head flip.
What is a head flip? He just said head flip.
Makes your head flip.
What's
You
a head
know,
flip?
It's like it's
like,
your
you know,
mind
like
is.
your
world is turned
you-
upside
Yeah,
down.
you flip a switch and you're.
So that actually reminds me of a time when us three. Okay, so this was pre-meds. This was when tensions were high.
For the listener,
This is
tensions were high.
This is some deep track Danny and Mike podcast.
Some old
stuff.
shit.
We were coming back from a show, and it was late at night. Coming back from maybe the live show with the band. You remember that one? I think that was it.
That was coming back from New Haven as well.
Oh wow, maybe there's a trend.
We were at the space.
Yep, we were at the space.
The outer space.
Yeah.
In Hamden.
We did a show
in
where-
Hamden, lovely Hamden.
Right. We did a show. We were coming back.
We had eaten pizza.
Yep. And we were all grumpy because we'd been hanging out for 3 days or whatever, 2 days or something.
That was a
long
good
hours.
show. That was a really good
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
though. We talked about poop stories, right, with Taramellos. Is that what?
Oh,
Is that what?
absolutely.
Was that the
That's
show?
true.
Yeah.
Going
Is that the-
back to
I
poop.
believe that's the
Going
I
back to
believe
poop, Michael. Good job.
Anyway, point being is
I'm not the one who made the pretzels.
I did. Point being is we were coming back and we were all tired and moody, and I was mad about something. This was pre-meds, not exploding with anger, Jeremy, which
For the listener, Mike and
I've moved
Jeremy are
past.
holding hands.
If I could take a picture, I would.
I initiated.
So we get to the George W. Washington Bridge.
Those are not real kisses.
And somebody, remember this?
George W. Washington.
Yeah, it was his brother.
I think we were
He
arguing.
built bridges. One was a president.
Wait,
whoa, whoa,
what-
whoa. You don't
I'm
hear about
sorry.
this. He was president, and he steered a lot of bridge building business to his brother, who built bridges.
What
you don't
did
know
I say?
about that.
You said the George W. Washington.
Yeah, George W. George W. Wash. He was like his dumber brother. He was like his dumber brother. One of them was president, and then George W. built it. Anyway,
Yes. Oh, that's Bill Clinton. So we pull up to a stoplight, and some guy behind us. I don't even know what. He just came out of nowhere.
who was
And
driving?
We were feuding.
Who was driving?
I don't know. I think it was Dan was driving. You were passenger. I was in the back.
You in the back seat.
Classic Danny and Mike setup.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. So
And best for selfies.
it was like 11:30, midnight, something like that. And this guy in this sports car just jams in front of us, gets out of his car, and starts screaming at us. So I scream back, and you guys like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, why? You won't stand up to him? Like you're gonna talk all this
Oh,
shit, and then you
yeah.
won't stand up to him? and he's like, he could have had a gun, you fucking idiot. So. Yeah, that was I.
You gotta
may
pick
have
and
dodged.
choose. You gotta
Yes,
pick and choose
yes,
your battles.
yes.
Was that
But
was
was
local streets right before we were getting on the?
It was on the bridge tarmac.
It was
I
on the
feel
George W. Washington with
Yes.
the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, there was yeah.
It was before. It was right before we hit the Henry H. Hudson Parkway. Right back downtown.
Yeah.
We might have taken the Harlem R River.
But
Yeah,
I just
do you
remember
go over the Brooklyn Bead Bridge.
The Harlem Railroad. The Harlem Railroad River Drive.
Okay.
I'm
thank
glad you saved us. There's been various points where each of us have been a voice of sanity. I wanted
I
to
was
limp
not,
over.
yeah.
I wanted to limp over to that street sweeper guy and beat his ass, but I think he disappeared. I never asked.
Yeah.
So what happened to that cord, by the way? It's just gone.
Oh, that's a loss. That's going back to PA. Sorry,
Hope-
had.
Hope is that where they go?
I hope that it.
Is
I
that
hope
going to
that
Hope,
it
PA?
fucked up
It's going
the
back to,
street
like,
sweeper.
Erie.
Yeah, I would
I
think
hope
it
that
get
the
wrapped
street sweeper
around-
got wrapped around with the cord. And
Yeah,
it's
but
all
dude, that's your
screwed up.
taxes. You're gonna have to pay for it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like that's why I hate when the cops fuck up, because even if we sue them and win, it's like we're
We're just
we're paying for it both ways.
Mm,
Yeah.
valid.
That's why I'm glad we have sprinkler laws in this country.
Sprinkler laws.
Housing codes.
Ah, yes.
Sprinkler laws is it's only in effect from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and they're only in certain parts of the country.
You can't wear white.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at your own hazard.
Right.
Frats, obviously.
Right. Oh, my nephew just got into a frat. I don't know how I feel about it.
Did they use letters or?
I think so. I don't know which one. Yeah, I've talked to him though about it. I've never was a big frat guy. But I'm sure some people out there are former fratties. How do
yeah.
you say it?
And you can
Well,
tell
you
them
don't want to say
it
call them
gets.
frat boys.
Well, just tell them it
Fratties,
gets better.
I said.
Just maybe somebody out there can tell Jeremy's nephew that it gets better.
Yeah. No, he's doing great. Give him a shout. He's at Florida State University.
Don't.
Oh,
Great.
don't do it.
Yeah, but anyway, we do want to say that we've been pushing our Patreon. If you guys haven't subscribed to our Patreon, you should check that out. There's a lot of good bonus material in there. A lot of old Pete and Pete memorabilia.
Yeah,
you should
there's
check
lots
out.
of cool stuff like that.
I think
We just did-
Danny was about to flash the camera, but then we lost the chip.
Right.
So we're not going to get those pictures up on the Patreon.
Although, and we just did our monthly live stream for the high bidding Patreon patrons.
Yes, huh? And
That was really fun.
We speak to you
That's right.
directly, and you can ask us anything.
It's like being right here in Seltzer King Studios for a sesh with the fellas. And
we'll show you Seltzer King Studio. We'll flip the computer full 360
we'll
degrees
give you
around.
we'll give you a
You
live
can see everything.
tour.
That's right.
And I think
Except for Jeremy's sex box.
I think contributors at the what is it, $150 level
we don't have that.
get a
But you can give it.
get a free night at Jeremy's one free night at a Jeremy's
Let's
apartment per month.
Let's not do that.
It's called Danny and Mike. It's called Air D&M. It's just renting out you have to sleep though on the Seltzer King Studio sectional couch here
Right.
in the studio. That's
It's comfy.
But you
That's
have
part of
to-
the contract.
But you have to provide your own sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, and we split the money 3 ways, right? Sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
We did it. Figured it out. Yeah.
All righty.
But anyway, check that out. Patreon.com/Danny and Mike with
The
the
and
spelled
spelled
Of
out.
course.
Guys,
Yeah.
when is that?
If
gonna
you don't know
when
by
is
now.
that going to go away?
Why does it have to?
What do you mean?
With the and spelled out?
When
Who
we
cares?
eliminate the ampersand as a method of communication, it's only
Yeah,
going
but
to
you
take
can
5,000
never-
more years.
You can never use it. You can't use it in website form. You can't
I
go to
don't know if that's
websites
true.
and say.
Yeah, I don't know if
Danny.
that's it.
Second fact check of the
You
day.
You
fact
can't
check
say
that,
Danny_Mike.com. I don't think that exists.
People
I think
do all the
we're about to
time.
find
Have
out.
you ever been to Sweden?
Oh
People
my
say that all the
God.
time.
Oh my God!
You've never been
This
to
is
Sweden?
the worst fact check ever.
I'm not the one who's saying that he's sure 100% about something.
What's
well,
the
I am.
furthest-
So what?
What's the furthest away you've played Jounce Show?
When? In
Furthest
Canada?
from here.
Oh, from here? In ever?
What do you
Or
mean,
just-
like ever? Like today?
I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. Did you say what? How far did you go on this leg of your tour?
No, just in
Or
general.
In
Ever.
general, ever.
Ever.
California, because it's the farthest place from here.
But internationally, have you played the Jounce?
Jounce has not played internationally, but with Midnight Spaghetti, I've played in Costa Rica and Canada, and
If you
I
played,
played in England with Richard Lloyd.
if you play in
and Canada
Alaska,
with him.
if you play in Alaska with Jounce, that would be a new record for distance.
That would be a new record for distance.
if
yes.
you played.
That's
in-
be very hard to drive to. I need my records of
Oh right,
'cause
we need
drive
this. We have our
everywhere.
we have our super secret minivan hookup
super secret minivan
rental deal.
hookup.
Rental hookup.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
Danny, you
you're,
were right.
You're saying it's like a.
What's that? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can you say that again out loud for everyone to hear?
Yeah, what was right, Jeremy?
That I screamed from the mountaintop that I was 100% on.
What was the controversy?
The controversy is, can you put like symbols in web addresses? Like
And the answer is no.
the answer is no. He's right.
I told you. Dude.
I didn't know. I thought, why would that even be an issue?
God. Why?
The
It just
internet.
is. That's why I
The
say
internet is
it's
a
a
bunch
silly
of
thing to
numbers and
say with the
letters.
N spelled out because it always will be spelled
It's a
out.
bunch of numbers and letters. I hope you know.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
No.
Is
All right,
that-
you're
that,
right.
You know,
I give you
that
full.
branding is beat. That branding is beat. We have to protect the brand here at the Adventures of Danny and Mike.
We're trying to protect the Danny and Mike brand. We do some in-person appearances. We'll be in Florida at Pensacon the end of this month.
Yes.
And some of you have contacted us online asking if we sell autographed pictures. So we're thinking about that. If you think so, that we should do that and have a web store selling your favorite Danny Mike stuff.
We have that.
We love.
We have you just go to DannyMike.com.
You
and
can
there's
see
some
it.
merch there.
You can see it there, but some people want more. Some people want the type of stuff that maybe we would only bring to comic book conventions.
You people want the wild shit? Give me some more. Did I do it right?
Yeah, no.
Give me some more.
Right. Thank you. Don't ask what for. That's where he's going.
People want the wild shit. Give me some more.
No, I wasn't doing
doing
Black Flag. I wasn't doing Black Flag. I was doing Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes.
Well,
You people want the wild shit.
Give me some
more. Or mo.
yeah, but then he said
Danny's got a haircut.
But then he
Look
said,
like-
gimme some more.
Look like Elena Kagan. Give me some more.
Give me some mo.
Oh my
That's
God. Guys, I didn't realize that people were taking pictures at the Sketchfest with my face and Elena Kagan's face and how perfectly.
Oh, I did on stage.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I
distinguished.
did,
How
yeah.
perfectly distinguished you appeared.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Had to recuse himself from the stage. He was so was so swole.
Oh man. Like everyone has like, well, you don't know Mike because you're not on Facebook.
I'm
Which we
outside the
can-
Zucco
Which we
system.
can also talk about how, they're being Facebook's crappy too. But we've known that for a while now. But they have the look at this is what you would look like as a woman. They have those take a picture of you and then they take your face and they put it on a man's body or a woman's body and it's like
Is it a
who
dead?
you would be.
Is it a dead
It'd
body?
be
or-
like your opposite gender.
Oh,
Oh.
And it's really it's stupid, but it's everybody's posting this. Hey, look, I could be kind of hot as a
go
chick.
and
And I just want to do it and just put. No, I don't want to do anything.
he
I
just
just
wants
want
to
to
put
get.
Elena Kagan.
I
as
just
the-
want to. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to
After.
Photoshop. I just want to Photoshop the bottom that says the same thing. It's like your gender generator, blah
Right,
blah blah,
right.
and just have me and then her.
Well, you know a friend that does
I know.
Photoshop.
I know.
Hey,
So basically, I'm just asking you right
Yeah.
now.
out
could've done
loud.
this
He's
off
asking you
mic.
out loud
Jeremy.
and not wasted everybody's time. For the listener, Danny apologizes.
I tried to tag Elena Kagan in the Sketchfest photo when you two were side by side.
Cannot be tagged.
but Could not. She doesn't have a
Cannot be tagged.
Twitter, I don't think. Or
Oh, I
Facebook
bet she
or
does.
Wow.
Instagram.
Hey,
Yeah, but we are
surprise,
not privy to
surprise.
it. Yeah.
She's a Met fan. I would avoid Twitter too.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
No, that's
She's
nice.
from
She's
Queens.
Queens girl.
Oh, that's why you look so similar.
Jeremy,
Just because my mom was
You're
from
one,
Queens.
you're one body of water away from her.
I mean, my mom was from Queens, so I direct Queens
Okay.
blood in
Alright.
me.
Queens blood.
Brooklyn, Queens.
Never gonna be as
No,
good as
not
Brooklyn blood.
Brooklyn,
Never
not
gonna.
Brooklyn.
No, he
just
is
Queens.
Brooklyn. That's what
Actually, I
I'm
do have Brooklyn blood too.
Oh wow.
Sorry,
saying.
Oh.
the Gattos and the Licata side of my family.
Yeah.
They made wine and slit throats.
Easy.
Also, wanted to do a little shout out to everyone's been listening on iTunes. We're at number 23 on the comedy iTunes chart. So
Wow,
thank you so much for that.
Ooh,
Thanks. Big up-
23.
Big up yourselves, guys. Very famous.
Thank you.
Famous number.
Thanks
and
for
Ray
telling your
Chan,
friends.
Jamie
Mhm.
Carragher,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Mhm. There's a
also
there's a hotel room in the place
LeBron
we're
James.
staying in for the wedding that room 23 is haunted.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, and nobody's picked the room yet.
Oh, I got to
Keep
reserve
wanting
my.
to get-
I got
Doesn't
to order
have a
my
bathtub.
tux.
You want to get someone in there?
I got to order my tux. Thanks for putting my name on that list.
Yeah, what do
gotta
you
do
mean?
that.
Things you got to do it.
I know.
We all got to look the same,
It's
Mike.
a rule.
Jeez.
Mm.
It's a rule. I got to order it.
Whoa, getting hot, huh? Fight
Yeah.
fascism now. That's a shirt you've had for a long time.
No, I haven't had it that long.
7 years,
No,
6 years.
no,
I've been looking at it for at least 4.
no way. I had it was you're thinking of my fuck cars shirt.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Yeah, this is a Molly Crabapple shirt
maybe I
from.
am.
This is a Molly Crabapple shirt that I bought last year. Might have bought at the end of
For the
2016.
listener, it's a rose with the words "fuck." No, what does it say? I can't see the other words.
Fight
Fight fascism, now.
now.
And above now is some brass knuckles, and above the brass knuckles is a big old rose.
Yeah, the brass knuckle grows a rose. That's
It's
how
from-
it works.
It's from a Queens girl. Molly Crabapple is from Rockaway, and she's an artist who you may have heard of. Does portraits
Perhaps.
and lots of art
That's right.
out of
Well, go find her stuff if you're so inclined, because it's a great T-shirt. And
That's
I like,
right.
I like when Michael wears
It's
it.
warm in here, and Dan was glistening earlier, and it's my turn to glisten for a while.
Did it have to let it glisten? That's my mashup for the day.
Wow.
But yeah, let's. I guess we can go ahead and do some wrapping up here. But I did want to give all those shout outs and say thanks to everybody and everybody who's been ordering on DannyandMike.com.
We don't have-
thanks
we don't have to wrap
thanks for
up.
listening.
We
Thanks
don't
for
we don't
doing
have to
all
wrap up. We can say extended thank yous.
That's true.
Got too much spare time left over in your podcast?
No.
Get Peterson's podcast filler. It's the
Oh.
perfect thing to fill up time in your podcast. 25 cents will get you 25 minutes of filler.
Hi,
Peters,
Hi, I'm Danny Peterson. Dave Peterson. I'm a podcast filler.
You need more? You need less? We got everything.
That's right. Come see us at podcastfiller.net. Also sponsored by
This is old timey.
Nestle.
This is old timey. Oh, brands we hate.
Brand we hate.
This is old timey, so there weren't any internet's addresses. You know what? They just had ampersands back then.
They did.
That's how you can tell the passage.
Pound
of time.
sign 42.
Yeah, it's dated.
Excuse me?
It's very dated.
42, that's your phone number? Yes, 42. We're
Yeah,
the 42nd phone number in New York.
We just got. It's very new, but it's very good.
I love seeing those old signs that are on the sides of buildings.
One
that
was
have like those
one was
dashes,
recently
like-
exposed over by Penn Station because of some demolition on 34th Street, but the sign underneath was a bit too faded to really make out what was there. But it said something, something, something. I bet if we shot it with an infrared camera.
You guys look
You
so
gotta get
excited
that
about
infrared camera money, son.
That's right.
I'm saying we could just rob it from B&H 1 block away and then return it. We could buy it, from B&H 1 block away, take a picture, and then return it right away.
You'll buy and return.
You got to go
Oh,
to
man.
B&H.
I almost
Don't
did-
go to B&H.
I almost did
folks.
it.
Don't do it.
I almost did it to Guitar Center while we were in San Francisco, but I decided not to.
And for the listener, I'd
probably-
like to come clean. We didn't actually go to House of Nanking while we were in.
It was just weird. But I guess that we tried to. They were closed.
Yeah.
That
They told
We
us
went
to
to a different
leave.
place. It was still good.
Still good. Yeah.
But I lied.
Yeah.
With my picture, I didn't use
You
words.
are a liar,
But
Michael.
you stopped in early though.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did you?
Yeah, remember I freaked you out? Made you text
Oh.
me 5 question marks.
That's what you're gonna do.
I was going to surprise you guys with
yeah.
House of Nanking
House of Nanking. Yeah. Nan or non?
sweatshirts.
Oh shit.
But
Yeah,
because
but-
of the five
Yeah.
Qs, I knew I had to bust
Yeah.
right back across Columbus.
5 question marks.
Columbus Street, Columbus Avenue.
Sure. Avenue, I believe.
Help me out.
San
I have
Francisco.
no idea.
SFCA.
Mm.
I also want to
A little bit of housekeeping here.
Yeah, we are housekeeping.
do
at
a
the
little
end
bit
here.
little bit of housekeeping. You can check me out. My handle is at Remy Balin. I also have another podcast called Fresh Beef, which is also doing really well. Hoping to see you guys maybe on it one of these days.
I don't know.
Check that out.
Would we be able to maintain decorum?
I don't know.
They're thinking
I
about
don't
it.
know. It's like, he's
You've had
like,
some good guests. So
It's like
far.
he's like,
What are you saying? You-
hey, just come and hang out with my new girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's cool to hang out with.
I don't want to fucking have dinner with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
you do.
What do you think this is? Valentine's Day 3 years ago?
I guess it's only fair. No, Fresh Beef is great. You guys should listen to it. And you've been asking me to be on it, and then you take it away from me every fucking time.
Well, it's all about.
It's like the
schedule.
Matt Damon. It's like the
all
Matt
about
Damon
schedule.
joke with Jimmy Kimmel.
It's not
where he
that.
brings him on, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, there's not enough time." He's always like, "Hey, do you want to do this guy? And this is a review about this." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me know." Yeah, and then he doesn't say shit. And
all
then it's
about
just like
scheduling.
4 or 5 times
I totally
he's done
understand the
this.
scheduling
Yeah.
thing, and Dan, you're just gonna have to stay resilient.
That's
It's how you
right.
got that Bud commercial.
We have plans for both of you. Just put that out there right now. If you guys would want to be involved, we have plans. So check that out. Also,
I want Danny's seat if we get interviewed.
Ooh,
Nope.
interesting.
I want
Nope.
Danny's seat if we get interviewed.
Interesting.
Sounds like it's not gonna happen.
Nope.
Um,
This is my side when there's no guest.
We're the guest. Wrap your mind around that, Einstein.
To my right here, this is Michael C. Marone. You can catch him at Michael C. Marona. He a lot of times will be putting out fires on there, solving some political crimes, so to speak.
Defending strangers
Yep.
against my baby.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff on there. Check that out. And then you can find Mr. Daniel Tamborelli at several. I think it's at D Tamborelli and also
And then
At Florida State, pledging.
T. Tamborelli at
yeah.
Twitter and Danny Tamborelli on Instagram. And the band just released a new
That's a
album.
great plug.
So
You should talk about that.
go and listen to that.
The band's called Jounce.
The band is called Jounce. We're at
They're
Jounce.
a radius band. They
Or
drive.
Jounce Music. Yeah, we do drive. We did a nice little week run.
You live on a road.
God,
we'll
you know
drive
what I
there.
didn't talk about? Fuck. On my birthday at John and Peter's in
Oh,
New
right.
Hope. On my birthday.
You saw
Guess
Ween?
who's hanging there?
You met Ween?
Fucking Diener, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we chatted for a
I
hot
guessed.
minute on my
I guessed
birthday.
that. I just guessed that.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Are
What
you
a birthday.
fucking kidding
He
me?
was fucking.
Did
yeah.
you tell him about the deep sea fishing
Podcast?
idea?
No. I didn't tell. I didn't get into it.
He's
I
the
was
one
a
who does
little
the
s-
deep-
I was no. Gene does the the fish.
Well, then it's good you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
A little awkward.
But yeah.
Would have been
But yeah,
awkward,
dude,
right?
Dino,
you
Dino
know about
was
that,
so
right? Because
he
people
was so
always try to
cool,
talk
man. What
Grand
a good
Theft Auto
dude.
to me, and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
How cool was he, dude?
No, he was very nice.
You know
very
he loves Billy
chatty,
Joel, right?
And that's Gene. You're getting them confused.
Yeah, it's a guy's so good. You know what I mean? I loved you. I loved you in Mighty Ducks. Go fuck yourself,
I liked
buddy.
you.
I loved you in D2.
Yeah, exactly. What? I was
Hey,
never
go
in.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No, but we did discuss strap placement of how low your
Let it lang.
guitar
Let it
is.
lang. Let it
Under-
lang.
Below or above your junk.
All right.
I usually choose
Keep it-
below,
keep
but
it secret, keep it
I had
secret.
broken my strap, so it was up higher. And so when I was talking to him, I was like, "Look, I just also want to let you know,
I'm rubbing my
that
junk
I
right
definitely am. I'm a firm believer in the below the junk. I just got a new strap, and I didn't realize it wasn't long enough. And I had to
BTJ,
explain
man.
to him, and he goes, yeah, man, I'm just fucking around. I don't really care about that. And I was like, well, and he goes, well, I kind of do, yeah. It's definitely below. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
BTJ for life, bro. BTJ.
Shortly thereafter, he slid a Danny and Mike business card on the table silently and just walked away.
Mike Morona stole your guitar pick 23 years ago.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't say that.
He says
But
hello.
he's definitely.
Oh no, he stole your
He's
donuts.
definitely always there, apparently. So, because I was very excited,
He stole your donuts.
And
He
I-
found the pick.
and I said something on Instagram about it, and then a couple people were like, "He's always there, you fucking newbie." And I was like, "Well,
Where was-
it's my birthday,
Yeah,
okay?
leave me
It's
alone
my
about it."
birthday. Just leave me alone."
So what? He's holding court there, basically.
Yeah, well, he lives there, so and that's where we
the
got
bar?
their start, and he lives in New Hope.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
No,
I had to
that-
clarify that for you, Michael.
No, I mean I've never been. I've never been to Shady Maples. I've been to
Yeah.
King of Prussia. I've been to Villanova.
You're just naming places in Pennsylvania right
just
now.
over there in that
Yeah,
area.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
New Hope's a good place. You should go there.
Limerick,
But you should go to jounce.org and
Shamrock.
and
What's it called?
you should go to iTunes and listen to the new Jounce record.
If you like it,
And
buy
if you like it, please go buy it. And if you go to jounce.org, you'll see all of the shows that we have coming out. We have another 17 shows through the end of March.
Come
So-
see them play in the Midwest, the Mid-Atlantic.
and the Southeast.
There you go.
If you want
It's like
somebody
your favorite
from,
basketball tournaments.
there's a Cincinnati Jounce.
It is during March Madness, so if you are a super basketball fan in one of those states,
And
we
you
will be
like
seeing. We might only be seeing the rock and or rollers, and not the rock and rollers who also like basketball.
this is a
We're not
great.
playing in Louisville.
I was going to say
because
this is
we
a great
don't.
chance for you to commit to playing some of the Final Four on
College
stage,
basketball.
and you're going to increase your audience significantly.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got these T-shirts that just broadcast stuff from your computer.
Just
so we're
LED
just
computer.
it's just an LED computer where I'm playing
Great idea.
and having.
Great idea.
That was you. Protect the brand.
I would totally wear that just so people could watch the band, but really watch the Final Four.
Jeremy, you
It's-
just did with
yeah,
the
I
street
knocked over.
sweeper. You just did with
Oh,
the street
yeah.
sweeper. Did.
Exactly.
Wow.
You don't even spend that money. Just get green screen T-shirts,
Yeah.
and you put the Final Four in later. It's for the live stream. It's for the live stream people.
Yeah.
Everybody shows up. They're like, "Oh, it's just a fucking green T-shirt. What I pay this money? Fuck,
Yeah, it's a good
$45 for a live for a
I have an idea though. In the Cincinnati Jounce
$billion
Yeah,
idea."
we're
Danny
playing,
and
we're-
Mike fans, why don't you
Come
you
to
should
Motor,
tweet it.
come to Motor Pub
Absolutely,
on
great
the
venue.
25th of March because it's a cool venue.
Very cool.
And it's
Also-
just us playing music because it's like a comedy show. So you get some comedy and
Ooh,
some
nice.
music all combined.
But
No
I was
barbecue.
going to say that maybe you should tweet out when you're going to Jungle Gyms, and if you
If anybody
meet me by
wants
the
to do a
bathroom
polar
door.
meetup,
Yeah,
anybody
join-
wants to do a polar
join
meetup.
Tamborelli at Jungle Gyms and
Yeah.
send us some updates. Yeah, that'd be great. All right. Well, before we go, I did want to say we're going to start doing a live stream soon. So if you guys have any brainstorming ideas out there in the Twitterverse or Instagramverse, shoot us a line. What you'd like to see from a live stream from us.
We love ideas.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
cool with that.
So that's a thing that's happening. Also, obviously, support us on Patreon, and we'll see you next episode.
Thanks, guys.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the and spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.